So that's why we have to focus on auditing of that spending.
Okay.
So you can see that all the money have been divided,
Right.
In the budget.
Right.
So very detailed.
Very detailed. Okay.
You cannot spend outside of that.
And everything had to show the receipt.
That's right. That's right. And they have a manager for each program, sub-program. So you see, for me, number one, the priority is to have a strong institutional capacity of the ministry.
Right.
Not, when we talk about education, we talk about two things. One is a hard component, For the hard component, if you have money, you can build more building, you have to buy more computer.
Right.
But you need the hardware, but you have a soft component. That you cannot buy, even we give you the money, and you cannot buy immediately. It takes time to invest in soft component, institutional capacity, commitment. You train people, but not committed.
Right.
So that's the problem. No discipline. So you have to build what we call institutional capacity. And the best way is how to spend that money more efficiently and to show the result. So for me, it's not more money, but while we need more money, but we must spend better and have stronger commitment, stronger accountability to have better result. So it means that you have to have a balance between money, increase in budget, and also how that use of the budget. If the budget increase too fast, then also the school cannot absorb very fast, because same people, same time, so they may not spend well.
Right.
So then we have to train them. So they have to train them.
Right.
Make sure that that's why you focus on invest in their work.
Right.
Before we invest in all university, now no. Those who have strong capacity, give more result, give more money.
Right.
It's not logic, but if we get better result.
Exactly.
So if we put more money in somewhere it's not work, you're going to lose it.
Exactly.
So that's why for me, to have that trust continue, that's very important.
Right.
You must ensure that the money should be well spent, and especially have a strong institutional capacity to manage that and better result.
Right.
We must show better result
for
the public, for everybody.
Right.
And not just for more money. I think the first minute, the major challenge is to, number one, get real information about the sector, and then to mobilize people to implement reform program, to get the consensus, to get everybody agree that this is the priority and the best way to do. I think now when everybody agree, I think for the for next 5 years is how to implement all of that in all the schools.
Right.
Because even if we have a project, we have more money, but we have to make sure that what we want to do will get that result.
Right.
So I think that the challenge is mean that we must have enough people to go out and provide support to the school, to change the culture in the school. I think the change of culture is really not easy, and you can see the protest at Sisawat High School. And after that, I understand that, not everybody are prepared yet. So we have to how to create conditions that are favorable to that change, both pressure and reward, incentive. Make sure that we have enough people to go out and check. And I think that really to implement that reform program. I think it's not easy. Sometimes we need some more.
How to tackle with and how to deal with those kind of young people?
So I think we must focus on education and also on involving the family to do it. The school alone cannot do it. So we must educate the society. We must educate also the public. So we must educate the new generation about what is wrong, what is right. but also we must ensure that we have a proper, for brain center to think how to tackle that problem, and especially to involve the youth themselves to help solve that problem. So we have many problems. So sometimes, we must also encourage the young people who know better the young people to help solve that problem. So that's why education is really important to raise awareness about the crime, about the problem, social problem of the society, and how to prevent it, but more importantly, how to solve it. And the young people should be part of that solution. We focus, of course, on this youth inside of the school. I think it's more effective, more efficient way. But for outside one, we have like youth development center, but not many young people they use that service, because therefore I think to also get in the business sector involved, also the parents, the family involved is very important, because only 30% of young people stay in the school system when they reach 17 years old. Now when between age 6 and 11, 98% inside, say between 80 to 90. Between 12 and 15 years old, only 50% of young people in the school, so half outside. But when they move in the upper secondary school, only 30% of the young people inside the school, 70 outside. It means that focus on in the school level, of course, for the new generation, but focus on the family really, and local authorities. I think campaign, that's very important.
Well, I think that I have been asked many questions already. If I missed anything that I haven't not asked, please adding or address.
Yeah, so I think another priority of the Ministry of Education, how to respond to the new trends of technology, how to respond to the industrial development of the government, how to respond to the smart city, digital revolution, is to train both technical skill, knowledge, but also the soft skill of the young people, their commitment. They provide them with a platform to develop themselves so that they can compete. So I think the commitment is really important to have better discipline, but to have creativity, and also to ensure that we, as in Cambodia, can compete with other countries in the region. So I want the parent and the public to understand that they themselves have to get involved in that education. Like I said, without involvement of the families, of the household, we cannot solve all the problems that we are facing, because only 30% of the young people at the age of 16, 17 are in school. 70% outside of the school. Therefore, the role of the family is very important. Their participation, also the role of local authority is very important, and especially their care for the sector. And also, education is multi-sectoral. It's related to health, it's related to sport, it's related to other sector, and the coordination and cooperation is very important for the sector. And we must give values to teachers. We must also, all of us should invest more in education. In countries that can address the problem of increase the level of education, those countries that both government, private sector, and the family invest more in education. If we don't invest more in education, in especially universities also, good university, then we cannot have the skill. So, but I think we must ensure the good, management, good governance of university, but also more investment. And that not just the role of government, but we need also support from the public, from the family. In many countries, that is a must, including the US. In developed country, the family, the parent, and especially the rich people, they invest more in education.